there was a person in Jogja, a becak driver. He promote himself using Facebook. Several foreigners even know about the using that Facebook. Facebook has become one of the medium channel for him to talk to foreigners. In Indonesia, a lot of users still use feature phone. So user can still access Facebook using m.facebook.com, and in some operators they were free. You can access that URL for free. So even in rural area, now trying using Facebook using m.facebook.com.
What a fascinating snippets on how the penetration of social media in Indonesia is so fast and broad that even a traditional becak or rickshaw driver in Indonesia can gain from it. This is just one of the insights given by Pitra Satvika, who is one of the first bloggers in Indonesia who writes about the going-ons of Indonesia's digital media. His blog media-ide is ranked as one of the top 100 Indonesian blogs based on views, and his work in Strategio, providing interactive communication services, has enabled him to envision the digital landscape in Indonesia, not only for the present but for the future. Beginning in this podcast, we will talk to him about why did he start media-ide in the first place.
I started writing my blog since about 2007, I think. At least this I have been blogging for about 6 years right now. That I think about 2005. I forgot that. I was one of the second generation of blogger. The first generation is Enda and there's Priyadi. What I also was inspired by what Enda wrote in his blog, so I decided to write about something in my blog. So I didn't like to write about my personal stuff, so I would prefer to write something that I enjoy and what I do in my daily work. It is digital advertising.
Do you think that the proliferation of social media such as Facebook in Indonesia and Twitter, which is a form of microblogging, has made an impact in the way people blog?
Okay, in my opinion, yes, several of my friends old bloggers has less doing blog than tweeting, because most of what they wrote that time was about their daily stuff, what they do, what they meet. So when they use Twitter, it can also be done by using Twitter. I remember whenever that we have a gathering, a hopdar before. The next time, the next day or the next 2 days, most of our friends wrote about that gathering. Now, even last time the social media festival, I can only see about 2-3 bloggers write about that.
Okay, so it's decreasing. Okay, so because you have been blogging for about
7 years.
7 years now. So regarding the digital media scene in Indonesia, how was it when you first started, and how does it develop over the past 6-7 years?
Okay, the first time I wrote blog, there was no the only social network that we know as Friendster there, and I mostly discuss about what brand do in digital medium. Most of the time, digital mostly use microsite, and sometimes they use Friendster. Over time, when Facebook came here and now Twitter popular here in Indonesia, so most brand now decided to do the campaign using Facebook and Twitter. In my opinion, the social media has progressed so far in the last 2 years. Even in Facebook in 2010, the increasing of users reach more than 500%.
Okay.
Now even more people in the rural using Facebook to connect to each other. There was a person in Jogja, a becak driver. He promote himself using Facebook. Several foreigners even know about the using that Facebook.
Okay.
Facebook has become one of the medium channel for him to talk to foreigners. In Indonesia, a lot of users still use feature phone. So user can still access Facebook using m.facebook.com, and in some operators they were free. You can access that URL for free. So even in rural area, now trying using Facebook using m.facebook.com.
Just to touch on that point, a lot of marketers are trying to get into the Indonesian market. Do you think that not just blogging, but digital media as a whole is an effective way to transmit their message?
Depend on the objective of the campaign. If the brand's objective is to create conversation and to create buzz, yes, it's effective. But if you want to create sales, then you cannot do it in social media, in using blogs or using Facebook. The brand create campaign in digital in Indonesia. Just to create buzz, to create awareness about certain message. But you cannot make a feature. You cannot measure it by how much do I get, how much can I, how much increase of my sales because of social media.
As an expertise in social and digital media, how do you foresee the future of not only blogging but digital media in Indonesia as a whole?
People in Indonesia they use social media because others use them first. People get flock to Facebook because several others use Facebook before. Now they flock to Twitter because others use Twitter before. But previously, before Twitter, there was a site called Plurk.com. About 2 years ago, Plurk was popular in Indonesia. Now, because of the people on Plurk migrate to Twitter, everyone moved also to Twitter. If there are other channels in 2012 that we don't know about or that become popular, I believe that all others will flock to that. But I don't know.
So, are there any websites or platforms that marketers or the consumers of digital media in Indonesia need to pay attention to?
Popular, Kaskus is still popular. Kaskus is still the biggest one, the biggest traffic. Even Twitter is less than Kaskus. Oh, okay, Instagram. That's one of thing that people flock there because others use them. I don't know if 2012 there are other things that people believe will transfer to them. I don't believe there's such royalty here in Indonesia using that application.
Thank you for the time that you have given us to share your insights about digital media in Indonesia. For podcast listeners who wants to learn more about his work, can log on to media-ide.bajingloncat.com. And for those who wants to know more about digital media in Indonesia, can log on to our Digital Media in Indonesia Wikipedia page. And you can also like our Facebook page at Digital Media in Indonesia or engage with us through our Twitter at DigimetIndo with hashtag DMIndo. This is Dennis signing off from Digital Media in Indonesia podcast.